Alright, I think I'm just gonna kind of start off here. Why the hell not? Hey boys, Bob. Figured I might as well just go ahead and spend a nice Friday afternoon making some garbage tier lists because, hey, that seems to be the in thing right now. I guess I kind of got inspired to do this because I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make something blasphemous. Why the hell not? Although, I think it'll only be blasphemous for the people who like actively fought, like have that old school mentality of Dragon Ball, as stupid as they may sound. But alright, let's go ahead and do this, I guess. Okay. Boy. Yeah, so no, I'm just gonna go ahead and rank every Dragon Ball arc I can immediately think of. So, the first thing I'm gonna do is, of course, disqualify every OG Dragon Ball arc because I haven't watched Dragon Ball yet, the original. I'm in a weird state with it, but like, I know enough about this show that I feel like I could have like a pretty good analysis of it, but not enough to be like, yeah, no, I can definitely do this. No. So we're just kind of bumping all those down. Why is Baba didn't have her own arc, did she? Weird. I'm gonna knock her down regardless. Yeah, I guess we're pretty much good to. Well, actually, no, missed one. Why the hell is there two of these? Oh, that's King Piccolo. Okay, I guess that explains that good amount. I have no idea what arc this is supposed to be. What the hell? Oh god, some of these just to make absolutely no fucking sense. So this would be entertaining as hell. Hey Bailey. Also, I should bring up chat because this is gonna get very controversial. I'm also posting these to YouTube too. I will eventually figure out how to actually get stream plugins going so I can just have Twitch chat on the side. All right, but let's go ahead and start this bitch off. Why not? All right. First up. Where's a good benchmark for this? Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm thinking. Let's see. What would immediately go where? I'm gonna assume this is probably just the Bobbity arc in general up until Boo actually hatches, but I don't know. Well, assuming it is that, Bobbity arc was pretty good up until Boo actually did hatch, because there was like things happening. It was more of a showcase of catching everyone up with like how their training went for a 7-year time gap. The board fighting Gohan was really fun. Yakon's fun. Vegeta's little scuffle with Pui Pui was hilarious, and also very much a jobber thing. So, yeah, no, I feel good putting this. I actually think in hindsight I might rank the Bobbity saga above the Boo saga as a whole. Like, it actually tells a pretty complete story. Okay, yeah, I'm also gonna have to, since I'm actually gonna be doing this for realsies, I should probably also like clarify this. Okay, I think that kind of really sums it up. All right, so, yeah, Bobbity arc's not too bad. I actually like it a lot. Going from there, where do we go next? Otherworld Tournament. Yeah, Otherworld Tournament's pretty good. I don't mind it so much. Although, well, I guess. Think about it objectively, there's like literally 2 high points, one of which is, you know, Goku versus Pikkon and Pikkon bodying Cell and Frieza in like 1 hit. So, I guess I can't rate it too highly because of that, but I don't know, that's a bit controversial. Yeah, very good filler arc, like actually pretty creative for a filler in all honesty. I think I'll keep it as a B. What's the next one? Androids? Oh, Androids is easily... Androids by itself is actually going right in A rank. Really good / underappreciated. The mystery with the androids is a really good build for Dragon Ball. Toriyama does not do very good mysteries on the whole, so the fact that he managed to actually like carry it and keep the suspense going was pretty good, even if he had to deal with the fucking editor being like, in 19 and 20 the final bosses, we ain't doing that, make it 17 and 18. Oh wait, no, not 17 and 18, make it Cell. And then it is snowballed. He did really good. He's a really good job at flying by the edge of his pants. I will definitely say that. Saiyan Saga. It's really good, but I don't feel like it's honestly like as good quality as everyone makes it out to be. I think it's probably more worthwhile being like really good, but it's hard to say. Yeah, no kidding. For a time being, I'll keep it as a classic because it has a lot of really good moments, but I feel like it's not the be-all end-all people make it out to be, because everyone talks about the Saiyan, like the fight with the Saiyans, but they don't really talk about like the 1-year time gap, which is like a good portion of the arc, so it kind of brings it down a bit. But I don't know. Super 17 arc. I feel like this one is more good on the merit of how short it is, because even in spite of how absolutely fucking silly it is, I do like Super 17's design a lot. Honestly, it's one of the stronger designs in all of GT, even with Super 7, 4 and Nova Shenron. But it's way too fucking silly for its own right. Everyone jobs out. Goku shows up, saves the day. There's a lot of dumb bullshit involving hell and everything. So I'll just keep it here. 2 Chuck Keepers for the price of 1. Yeah, I mean, you can't argue that, but still. Moving up from there to Baby Arc. It's good. It's really good, actually. Like, in my honest opinion, turning Dragon Ball into body snatchers was actually a really cool idea. Like, it's actually not that bad. Seeing Goku come back from space and everyone's, like, possessed by Baby is honestly still pretty good nightmare fuel. Yeah, no, it had a good build, too. Like, it was built off of the really lackluster, Black Dragon Ball arc, so really good. And also, speaking of which, no, I remember 2 things about this entire arc. One is the creepy baby doll thing, and the other being Legic. There is nothing else of quality about the fucking arc whatsoever. I just do not like the Black Star Dragon Ball arc. It's not good. I mean, it's like they try, like, it's also kind of weird too, because you can tell that, like, Toei is the one writing this one, or someone else was writing it, and not, like, Toriyama himself. But they wanted to go back to that Dragon Ball feel, but, like, they didn't capture any of the essence. It's just not good, a good story. It gets even worse when you make, like, planets just not worth anything. So that's how I sit on that one. Great Sandmine arc? Man, that's a good one, actually. Like, thinking objectively, like, the idea of Gohan trying to be Superman is actually kind of fun. Like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't, I mean, again, I've only watched, like, the one time, but it was, like, funny enough, it was the very last of the original, show that, Funimation was putting out in single DVDs, so that's how I remember it the most, but it's not bad. I remember liking that arc fondly. Maybe I'm alone in this one, but I actually do think it's kind of good. But that's just me. I'm weird, of course. Alright, you're immediately going down here. I'm showing no mercy to the Tournament Power arc. Like, I sat through it, and I tried to give it the benefit of the doubt, but holy shit. Nothing sticks in there except for the advent of Ultra Instinct, which is a cool gimmick. But they should have made Ultra Instinct a power-up. And they should have made so much build, like, literally episodes of nothing happening. It's just... And the ultimate payoff with everyone ganging up on Jiren, like, I feel like it's been done better in other areas of the show. Gohan's High School Misadventures was enjoyable. Yeah, no, it definitely was. I feel like it was really good. Yeah, pretty much. Like, just the gaps before and after Kefla, especially at the start of it, was just, oh god, why are we watching this? I do not... No, thank you. There was no real plot at all. Nothing worthwhile, anyway. Like, it's disappointing how, the more I look back on it, the least worthwhile all the other universes are. Like, even Universe 3... Was it the one with the robots? I think it was. Yeah. None of them really amounted to much in the long run, and it was... I mean, granted, that's what happens when we drop 100 characters in on their heads, but still... I don't know what this arc is supposed to be. My brain says Namek Saga. Another part of my brain says possibly Saiyan Saga. I have no idea. Huh. I am not sure. Well, we'll keep this on the back burner for a time being. Battle of Gods arc was a B tier. Yeah, I hate these icons so damn much. Honestly, Battle of Gods, the more I look back on it, like, the movie itself was good. The anime adaptation was terrible. Like, the boat itself, like, was almost as painful as the boat in Berserk. Hey, timely joke. But I just do not care. There's so much, like, when you first get into it, you don't expect all the weird humor of Battle of Gods, like, from how serious, like, GT was and how serious Z usually is. But then you get, like, the movie, like, once you get past the humor, though, it's really fun. And the humor is actually really good. But the problem is, like, fucking hell, the anime has such... I managed to keep myself from fast forwarding because it wasn't that long of an arc. It felt like it, but it really drags its heels. Like, oh god, especially the kids. Not Trunks and Goten, the Pilaf and the other two. Fuck that. I am not a fan. Excuse me. Yeah, especially this icon right here. What is this supposed to be? Like, the outfit says Namek, but we already have a Sand Saga. So I have no fucking clue. Like, maybe it is Namek Saga because, like, nothing else here. Well, I mean, I guess we have Ginyu. I don't know. This is such a weird thing. Anyway, Garlic, let's just move you, like, let's move you to the back, and then we'll figure it out later. Garlic Jr. Saga is actually pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's objectively silly, but, I mean, it did turn the human cast into, like, Night of the Living Dead, which is really fun. Scared the hell out of me when I was a kid, for sure. I don't know. Garlic Jr.'s minions that were on were fairly memorable, if that's anything to go by. I mean, I remember those villains way more than, like, Lord Slug's, like, cronies. For sure. Yeah, no, I honestly... I'm gonna be controversial. I'm gonna put Garlic Jr. A rank. It was really fun. Really self-isolated. It didn't amount to too much. It was funny how Vegeta left the planet for like 5 minutes and this happened. He came back. Because if Vegeta were there, yeah, it probably would have been way easier. But also, like, removing Goku from the story and just making it about Krillin, Gohan, and Piccolo, like, that was a really cool decision. I like that a lot. Like, honestly, it did some really bold things and it really, like, really paved the way for ideas going forward, even though it didn't really matter too much because of the show, but I mean, you know, it's an idea. No, honestly, it's a pretty good arc. Like, objectively speaking, from someone who's been watching this show for like 20 years, like, it's good. Let's see. I'm assuming Ginyu here probably stands for the Namek Saga as a whole. Let's see. Well, okay, well, alright, I'll keep that there. Namek Saga, better than B rank, but doesn't feel as good as A rank, Alan. Well, no, I'll keep it A rank. I like the Namek Saga a lot, but there's just so much dead space before that isn't Vegeta happening, you know what I mean? Goku training on his way to Namek was really fun. Gohan and Krillin kept getting into some fun scenarios, but most of the time it was like ducking away and just fighting Dragon Balls. Honestly, it was so interspersed, but maybe I just do to rewatch the arc, because I remember it's good, but I don't think it's the classic everyone makes it out to be. Personally speaking, I think there's too much dead time. Although Vegeta being there was the absolute show stealer, but that's just me. True, but it's also more detailed. I mean, I like to think of these not as like major arcs, but like sub arcs. You know what I mean? Let's see. I'm assuming this is going to stand for the Cell games, in which case, yeah, it's really good. Cell games, there's so much emotional tension, there's so much like character growth, like, it's really good. For what it's worth, the time when Semi-Perfect Cell is on the screen is some of the best Dragon Ball Z moments in this show. Like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being too generous with that. What the hell does this mean? Is this like the little, like, endgame stuff before GT happens with Oob? Because, no. I mean, it's fine, but why does this need its own entry? I don't get it. No comprende. Anyway, I feel like A is getting a little too populated. We'll have to balance it out later on. Goku Black Arc, though, is not a fun one. It's really good. I feel like it's better than a lot of people make it out to be, because it's essentially trying to retread a bit of the Cell games, but it's got Trunks. It inspired the weird redesign of Trunks and how it's essentially structured to be like a continuous fight once they get back to the future. I really like it. Like, Zamasu has a lot of depth to him as a character. Like, there's a lot of like messaging there. I really do dig it. Am I gonna raise the classic? Nah, it falls apart at the end. It's really good for I'm not even gonna say Goku Black arc is really good for supers. Like, it's really good for even just Dragon Ball. Like, it's way better than most of the fucking Buu saga. Like, just in my opinion, narratively, it just what destroys it. But I'll put a B rank. I'll be nice. Nice. Well, I mean, it's not the worst. It's really good, but I'm not sure if I'd. Well, okay, we're moving down. You down to B. Namek Saga is good, but I mean, there's not a whole lot on the line for the most part. All right. Oh boy, the controversial part, huh? Where to put the Frieza fight? I didn't say saga, I said fight, because it was essentially a non-stop fight. Some of the best choreography in all of Z, for sure. Some of the best animation, period. That's a good one, actually. Shit, where? I'll be nice. Dramatic storytelling, yo. That was more Toriyama's call. You know, the funny thing is, like, with the way that the speed they're actually fighting, it might have actually been like 5 minutes. With how, like, think of it as like an episode 24 or something. Yeah, anyway. Buu Saga, not even thinking about it. I've been thinking so much about the Buu Saga recently, like, in terms of, like, how it starts with promise, with Buu being a unique, like, villain in terms of how childish he is. But then it quickly goes off the rails because it's like, oh, we're building up Gotenks to beat him. Oh, Buu changed forms and now he's skinny, and he had character development with Hercule, and now that's cool. I'm like, oh, so we're gonna have Gotenks kill Super Buu. I like it. And then that didn't happen, and then Gohan showed up. Gohan was probably gonna kill him. Oh, I mean, yeah. That didn't happen. Buu became perfect self for a bit. Not even. Like, okay. The first half of the Buu saga is kind of cool with Buu just terrorizing the Earth. The latter half with how, like, oh, I got a new form. I'm going to take on Buu. Oh, I lost my form. It happened to all the following. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Ultimate Gohan. It happened to Goku with Super Saiyan 3. It happened with Vegito. It happened you could argue it happened with Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. It's just like, can we not have a villain that just solely relies on regeneration? Holy fuck. I mean, yeah, Cell did it too, but he wasn't as reliant on it. He had limitations. Fuck. I'm not a fan. Alright, moving on from that little tirade. Universe 6, I like it. It's fun. It's not bad. The Universe 6 tournament, I've only seen it the one time so far, but I find myself replaying clips of that arc over and over again because it's so isolated and charming that I can't help but not like it. Like, Kaba's adorable. Hit's fun. Frieza's other version is pretty cool. I actually like him. Especially, I also like the touch that he's voiced by Greg Aries, brother of Chris Aries. That's really fun. I like that. Yeah, no, like, Hit. I feel like Hit's not the only strong part of Universe 6's tournament, but God, if he wasn't really good. Like, they actually... Hit's also such a standout character because he's not someone who relies on power. He uses skill. And that's, that really subverts a lot of latter-day Z, if I can be so bold. Oh shit, we got another Namek saga in here? Oh boy. That might mean we actually did segment the Ginyu saga into its own thing. Oh, they're cousins, really? I thought they were brothers. Okay. Kind of still cool regardless. Alright, if I'm being honest, I remember nothing about the tournament except for Goten and Trunks. I mean, there's a lot of funny instances, but it's really slow. Like, really, really slow. 18's fun. Videl and Subovic was fucking brutal, but I don't feel comfortable putting anything above down here. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little too nitpicky with this. Boy. Okay, yeah, no. If I'm being objective, this arc also didn't really deserve to go much higher. Like, I love the idea with bringing, cowboy Canadian dude to redo Vegeta. No, that was come on, Bob. What the hell? The old Vegeta's voice actor back to play the evil, the clone. That was so sick. That's the first time in OG Dragon Ball? I don't think so. That looks pretty convincing, like the World Tournament, dude. Ryan Drummond, that was it. Yeah, no. Bailey, I'm pretty sure this is actually the World Tournament from Z. Because I mean, it could be wrong, but it looks like it. Yeah, I thought so. Well, let's assume for argument's sake that it is it. Anyway, yeah, the huge ring, the rafters. Yeah, that's definitely it, especially with like the weird flags on the sides. All right. Yeah, it's really bad. Fucking. The animation really takes a shit. The story really takes a shit. The narrative takes a shit. It's the choreography that takes the worst of it. Oh god. If I'm being honest, I think the Shadow Dragon arc might objectively be the worst arc in all of Dragon Ball history. And I say that with this in here. I say that with this in here. With this in here. I think it might objectively be the absolute worst. Nova and Ice were the only fun part. Oh no, Nova and Ice were absolutely fantastic. Everything else though was just the pits. Like, not even just watching totally not Mark's video about it, but like even just remembering, I'm like, no, I would rather put my head in a blender than fucking rewatch that whole thing. Ugh. I'm slurring now, but whatever. Right. So regular Namek Saga. Okay, hang on. If we're doing this. Wow, I've had very few classics now. Now I'm looking at this right. Okay. If we're counting Ginyu separately, I think I could move them up here and Namek Saga down here. Namek Saga, yeah, no. When Ginyu shows up, that's when shit gets really fun. Isolate by itself, it's pretty good. Namek Saga as a whole with like Zarbon, Dodoria, like those are fun fights. Kui was fun. But everything else, like, it's so slow, especially with, like, Bulma and the side characters. Ugh. Holy hell, dude. Yeah. Yeah, it's... I try to defend it because the fight against Frieza is pretty good, and I try to be a little nice to it, but no, the build, even when you watch the anime, the build for the Frieza resurrection is just terrible. Like, it kind of just happens. And it has, like, a minimal amount of charm, but, like, it feels like the worst of Z meets the worst of Super. Super with a really cheesy forced humor, and Z with like the worst of Z with like the really bad action. Or like the really bad narrative. Yeah, boy, that's that's unfortunate. Let's see. Anything else I can move around? Bailey. It wasn't even 5 months. It was like, what, a month? If nothing else. Jesus. If I train for a little bit, I can make my base power level reach 530,000. Holy shit. Jesus. Yeah, no. Frieza's latent power, like, I see where it's coming from, but it was just... Damn, dude. Yeah, right. I mean, like, okay. For base form for Frieza, considering how his power, like, scales, that would make his final form actually pretty substantial, but not as much as, like... Super Saiyan 2 or anything, or like Super Saiyan 3. Alright, now I'm looking at this. What the hell is this? I still don't know what the hell this is, so... I don't know, let's assume for argument's sake that this is... Actually, no, hang on. We're gonna take a little adventure. So, when I look at this, it actually makes me think of, like, the old, Ocean Dub cover for the, Sand Saga, which is disc like DVD 5, which is Doom. I actually call it Doom. See Blu-ray art. They actually used this back for DVD video. Remember that old ass logo? It makes me think of this. So I can't help but think this might actually be like referencing, sorry, like the first half of the Sand Saga with the training. In which case, I don't know. I did not. Oh, is it Z blurry art? It made me think of that personally, but I guess we could make that argument too. So if we're talking about that, DBZ Blu-ray set art. Clearly that. I don't believe you. It's just. Definitely does look a little similar, doesn't it? Well, okay, let's assume for argument's sake this is actually like the second top right? Really? Is that what it was? Second top right. Wait, I feel like I just saw it. Oh yeah, no, I can see it being that. Alright, let's assume this is Oh, second top left. Ah, whatever. Okay. If we're segmenting these now, B rank. Yeah, no. You know what? I'm also thinking about more and more, and like, I feel like I need something in S ranks because the Vegeta saga and Cell Game saga need some love. I'm going to nudge, and people are gonna hate me for this, but I think this is worth it. I think so. Personally speaking, I think this is worth qualifying for S rank. Well, okay. Let's sort this. Okay, going from left to right specifically, this is definitely top. This would definitely be second. This would definitely be third. Okay, now we got. That's not dude. Castle. That's just me though. So, yeah, no, I feel like this is kind of. I could probably note something up and down. If I look at this long enough, I could probably convince myself to do so. But honest to God, I think this might be pretty close to how I'd actually rank it. Battle Gods directly in the middle. Yep, that sounds about right. Yeah, no, I feel very comfortable with this actually. So, yeah, I'm gonna get reamed on YouTube for this, but you know what? Whatever. All right, let's pack it in. So, you guys want to make another tier list?